Pastor Brian, please announce Wednesday reminder. Okay, cross anchor at 6:30. Make sure you invite somebody, ask somebody, bring them. I hope we have to put chairs out. We're going to have finger foods and ice cream, and if you can bring a churn of ice cream, please sign up on the bulletin board and list your ice cream flavor. In the media center. Ooh, that was not fun. Yeah, that would be really awesome. 50 flavors would be great, as long as it's not mint chocolate. That's ungodly. There's nothing about that healthy. That is just. I had somebody give me a York peppermint patty one time. I bit into it and was like, you ever seen those kids the first time they ever eat squash? They're like, that was me. It was a bad feeling. Do what? I don't like, it's just the two flavors going together. I like mint and I like chocolate, but it's just like, I like string beans and I like ice cream, but I wouldn't put them together. It just doesn't seem like it would be healthy. God, right there. That's pretty bad right there. God, right there. Oh, if you would, I do want to tell you something about the upcoming revival. I did have a great meeting with the guys that are going to be speaking each night. The actual Sunday night is going to be they did change this one thing. Sunday night will actually be at 6 o'clock. Now, I did talk to Travis about that, and I said, if you still want to have choir practice, you have choir practice. I'm going to put that in your court because y'all need choir practice. Not because you're bad, but I do know that you think about this. Y'all think about the times that are coming up, all the stuff that's getting ready to come up. You think about November's coming up, all the different things, and right before Christmas. Any little practice helps. And so, but I told him, I said, you just let me know what your decision is because you're large and in charge. And with that. And he said, it's still youth night. They're going to have a big youth night. And after that, they're actually going to have pizza for the youth, which is something I'm glad I'm not staying for. Pizza. It's okay. You'll take that too. I got so burnt out with Little Caesars Pizza. Every time we turn around at church, they had Little Caesars Pizza or Pizza Hut, that when I even see that little Italian dude or either Pizza Hut, I want to throw a rock at it. I've had too much. Yeah, Caesar, yeah, the little Italian dude, yeah, little Italian dude, pizza. But anyway, want to let you know that we're still on Tuesday night, and Jim did have all the music taken care of, so we're not going to have to sing, but we do encourage folks to come. Now, something else I shared, and I think you shared this. Did you share this about the offering? I called Jim about that. He said, man, that's a great idea. What they're planning on doing is he's going to talk to other pastors, but every night that we have service, we're actually wanting to take up a love offering, and so we can give it to the hurricane where we need to send it to hurricane victims. He told me yesterday that the Red Cross served 11,000 meals in Wilmington alone on Monday. So what a lot of the churches are doing, because this is what they're doing, and I found out across the state, they're actually giving money to the Red Cross to help with the meals. And so that's something I'm just letting you know about that. Everybody's seen what's going on. Now we're seeing the trickle down coming down through South Carolina. And a friend of mine over in Loris, I think it was Loris, sent me a picture of a church on the other side up above him. It was just awful to see. And then a couple other people would put it on there too. So they're not out of this by a long shot. And I wanted to ask you about your uncle. See, I've even got him highlighted. Brother Don, have you talked to him in any way?
I have not talked to him, but it was like on Facebook, they started cutting the church out, trimming the walls, carpet up,
Okay.
cutting the drywall off.
just that's I can't even imagine, you know, because the other thing that I was looking at too, just think about this, y'all, too. How many livelihoods are affected? And I'm hoping that they put a freeze on like people's mortgages and all that kind of stuff to help their loans, and because I'm telling you the truth, we talk about the water, we talk about the devastation, but if you all of a sudden you're losing even more, so I'm hoping that there's something that I don't know how it's happened in the past, but I'm hoping something will take place with that. We still have, and I know down in that area, I was talking to someone else about it, but law enforcement down that way, a young man I coached in football is up in the North Carolina area, and they are, they're going through a tough time. They're still, you know, firefighters. I saw the firefighters washing off the roads, going in North Carolina with all the dead fish on it. That was horrible in itself, and then the first responders as well. Please pray for our country. All this stuff that's going on with this judge nomination is to the point of ludicrous, but I have thought about this, and it's best if I keep my thoughts to myself, because of the simple fact it is the Bible teaches we don't fight against flesh and blood, and I'll put it in my terms, what we're fighting against is the devil and his powers and his authorities that are trying to shut down. And I'm an American, red-blooded as I can get, and to me, they're messing a little bit too much with our country. And so please be in prayer for our country, our military, and what all they're going through now, and stuff. Danielle is home, and I saw Rhonda had Brody tonight. He looked good. That's the smilingest youngin' you ever seen in your life. He smiles at everything. I went to touch him, and he just, but Danielle looked good. She's still weak, so just keep lifting her up. And please remember Miss Charlene Budden. She's looking like she may have to have some more surgeries, but I know she's got a little bit of infection. And she's going through a tough time. I mean, you can't even imagine. I talked to Miss Barbara, and if Miss Charlene finally feels like it, I'm actually going to go with her to see her, but she hadn't wanted to see anybody. And so just please continue to remember her. And everyone else. I know that I went ahead and I Miss Kathy, you'd mentioned Yoli Crowley. I know, and I thought I had given her, because she still needs our prayers. Okay, okay.
Because her reports are really, really good. But yeah, I mean, we all need prayer all the time.
Yeah. I'm asking tonight, because she's not, well, I'm kind of jumping ahead of myself. If you look at our church family, I had a good time talking to Miss Pearl yesterday. Bless her heart. Rich, you came in, but we had some good conversations, and let's just say